Hey everybody, let me just check and see that I'm live on YouTube and live on Facebook, and I've got my sound all turned up. And here we go. Just crank up the volume a little bit there. Sometimes people say they can't hear me, the volume is too low, but now it's okay. So if you can hear me and everything looks good, just type 1 in the comment or type yes. And what you're looking at here is the calendar at forexfactory.com. We just had some news come out 1 hour ago, and Wall Street just opened 1 minute ago. So now all the real activity and all the movement will start to take place. Forex has been open for an hour and a half, and we had the news came out, and this was on the PPI month on month and the core PPI month on month. And both of those items were bad news, as you can see here, both in red color. The forecast was quite high, so it's not really surprising that the news was lower than forecast. And so that is bad news. It should be bad news for the US economy. And so when we have bad news for the US economy, that means the US dollar should go down and gold should go up. That's what it's supposed to mean. But that's not always the case. Sometimes the news comes out and then the market goes the opposite direction. So we'll just go ahead and jump over to the chart and we'll see what we've got going on here. Let me just change this. Okay, now there's the chart. And first of all, we'll look at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, what's Bitcoin doing? Well, I hope you were listening yesterday in my live session because I said to buy Bitcoin at 116,000. And that's where it started to come up. And right now it's trading at 119,000. So it's moved up $3,000 since the session that we had last night. So I hope that you took that advice. Okay, I'm just recommending these trades. I'm not suggesting that you take these trades. Okay, these sessions that I do are strictly for educational purposes and maybe to help you with your trading of crypto and currencies and commodities. But remember, it's up to you to manage your own account and to take good risk management. Okay, if you bought Bitcoin at 116,000, you could put your stop loss just below that. But you would have done really well because it's already moved up $3,000 just since that session yesterday. So that's Bitcoin. And our resistance is 120. It was support, but now it's become resistance. We got up to 122,000 2 days ago. So now our resistance for Bitcoin is 120,000. It looks like we might get up there today. And I won't go through the major currency pairs because we had some crazy news yesterday during the U.S. session. Let me go ahead and share the gold chart. Everybody wants to look at gold. I know everybody trades gold. So because we had that CPI data yesterday, and it was good news for the U.S. economy, and that put a lot of pressure on gold, and gold really dropped very hard during the U.S. session. And we got down to about 33.20. And it looks like we're heading back down there today. But during the Asian session and the European session, they pushed the price of gold back up. And we got up to about 33.42. But now the U.S. session is in progress, and we're continuing the trend. And that is bearish. As you can see, this is a 4-hour chart. See there, H4. And the 4-hour chart is bearish. The day chart is neutral. Now, the day chart will usually follow the 4-hour chart, but it takes a little bit of time. It takes a day, 2, 3 days to also turn bearish because of the bigger picture, the larger time frame. But we are definitely bearish on the 4-hour chart, and it's starting to drop quite hard right now. We're already down at 33.29. In fact, if I just go over to the 1-hour chart, and you can see it's already starting to drop. We had support and resistance right here, at 33.37. The Asian and European markets pushed it up above that, but it started to fall down now with the beginning of the US session. So we're getting lower highs and lower lows, and this trend is likely to continue. So what does that mean for you as a gold trader? Well, we have resistance at, right now, resistance is at 33.37. That's this yellow line here. And above that is 33.54. I don't think we need to worry about that one because gold is very likely to continue down to our next support level, which is what? 33.08. And that's where it was last week. In fact, it even dropped below that. Last week it dropped down to 32.82. So at least today in the US session, we should get back down to 33.08. So if you want to do a sell trade right now, right, I'm not recommending that you do that. It's up to you if you want to take that trade, but it's a good opportunity to go short on gold right now. Wall Street is open and they are pushing the price of gold down with that. I know the news that came out on the US was bad news and gold should be going up, but it's not. So we have to let the price tell us what it's doing. And then we go with that. Forget about the news.
Look at me.
Look at me. Forget about the news. All right. The market doesn't always follow the news. The market sentiment is bearish on gold. And that's likely a continuation of the very good news that we had yesterday on the CPI data. Very good news on the US economy yesterday, which put a lot of pressure on gold, and we're seeing a continuation of that bearish trend. So is this going to last for very long? Probably not, because we see for a long time now, gold goes up, it goes down, it goes up, and now it's going down. It's just a roller coaster, guys, and you got to know when to buy and when to sell. That's all. You can get some good trades in, but you got to know when to buy, when to sell. And here's a good place to buy, and it goes up, then you sell. It goes down, then you buy, it goes up, and then you sell, and it's going down. So we're very likely to reach the lows that we saw last week, and that was around 32.88, 32.89, even lower 32.82. But for sure today in the US session, we should get down to 33.08. That's our next support level. Okay, if you're watching on Facebook, I appreciate it if you would like and share. That does help me, and I appreciate it very much. And if you're watching on YouTube, I hope that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel. And that is the address there, youtube.com/@RickRay. And that means every Sunday I do a weekly analysis for gold and major currency pairs and Bitcoin. So if you want to get that weekly analysis video, just be sure you subscribe to my channel, click the little bell so you'll be notified when I make that video, and you'll get notification. All right, so I wish you all the best with your trading today in the US session. If you have any comments or questions or inquiries, leave them below this video and I will get back to you. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great time, great session. I'll see you same time tomorrow.